put Shaq on my team, put LeBron and Bosh with me. I'm not gonna win one. You don't think?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got your shit on.
You put me, LeBron, and
Isaiah Thomas said.
me, LeBron, and Bosh. We not gonna win one.
Yeah.
We not gonna win a couple.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
That's
though.
true. That's true.
So I'm saying though, like who's the better 3-point shooter?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is he a better scorer? Is he a better scorer?
Yes, Paul. Yes, he is. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, he averaged more points than me career. I can shoot the three.
He's a better slasher.
I can post up. I can get to the line. Who a better scorer?
See, you know what it is, and I'm totally.
Yeah,
D-Wade got to the line as well. He had a whole series where motherfucker said that shit was rigged because of how many times D-Wade was getting to the line. Oh shit!
Just he was fancier.
Yeah,
it was just
that's
he was
all I'm
fancier.
saying.
No, what I'm going to say
Let's
is
break it down.
No, well, I'm about to give you your props, but because what happened is this.
This is a good topic.
100% good topic because
Wade was better two-way though.
what happened is that Dwayne Wade is flashy. He slashes everything. And what I seen was Doc Rivers say something about you one time, and it was like preseason when y'all practice and do other things. He's like, these young boys come in there and think Paul is slow, think he can't jump, think he's not athletic, and his skill set is so amazing, pause, that he kills them before the season even starts, and they think.
Now that's a reach. Motherfucker said Paul. All right,
they're going to come in there and do that. So Dwayne Wade looks more fancy. He dunks, he jumps around, but you have a great skill set. And I'll give you that. And what you made was great points. If you had Shaq for a year, you may win a championship. If you got Boston LeBron, definitely going to win a championship.
Like, come on.
Right. So,
come on now.
Whatever. Mason, you was going to say something, Murder?
Yeah.
And I don't want this to be a knock versus Wade.
No,
Wade is one of the
it's
greatest,
not a knock
But
versus
I'm
Wade.
just saying, like, I think
We in the
that
barbershop.
for a long
we
time,
gotta ask the right
my
questions.
skills went unappreciated because I didn't get to play with a lot of great players.
Yeah.
And then I got to play with KG and Ray past their prime. Okay, if 4 years earlier you put me, Ray, and KG together, you think we ain't walking away with 3 chips?
Right.
That's real.
Chat, is he spitting? Is Paul spitting? Damn, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I will say, I think the root of this has been a question that was asked to Paul Pierce at ESPN, and he gave a similar answer of like, yo, give me LeBron and Bosh, see what the fuck happens. Who's gonna be better all the time? Who gonna be greater all the time if that's the case? If I had the resources that D Wade had. I will say this. Number one, I do have Dwayne Wade greater all the time, right? That's one. Number two, I do think at his peak, Dwayne Wade was a better player. I think he was a significantly better finisher at the rim. I think his mid-range game was about the same as Paul Pierce. I believe his ball handling skills are much better than Paul Pierce. I believe his ability to get to the line was just as good, if not better than Paul Pierce, actually. 3-point shooting, Dwayne Wade doesn't have it. But in terms of mid-range scoring, he makes up for a lot of that, in my opinion. His slashing ability, his gravity. And also as a passer, I think Dwayne Wade is a better passer as well compared to Paul Pierce. And then on defense, I think Dwayne Wade's a better defender than Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and cap on Dwayne Wade's name. Shout out to Dwayne Wade. Shout out to Dwayne Wade, okay? I mean, let me just say that. Let me get my prefaces out the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my prefaces out the way. But I will say, bro, I think when it comes to clips like this, I think you really got to think as to where they're coming from. You see what I'm saying? Like, these players aren't coming from just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for Paul Pierce, he is an all-time great, right? To me, he's easily a top 60 player of all time. You can make an argument he's top 50. If he's top 50, he's like 45 to 50, though, to be honest with you. But he is one of the greatest players of all time. He is an all-time great. You know what I'm saying? His peak is a peak that a lot of players have not fucking achieved. They probably will never get to it. And I've always said this, even when Cat was talking about, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the third best center in the league. You know what I'm saying? I feel like to be a great NBA player and to really be great at your profession, you got to have a certain level of delusion to you. Healthy delusion. We will look at it as delusion, but to them, it's confidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can become a player like Paul Pierce if you didn't go into a game against Miami and think you was better than D-Wade. I don't think you become a Tracy McGrady if you didn't go into a matchup against Kobe thinking you was better than Kobe. Now, as fans, we can be objective about it and talk about why Kobe is better than T-Mac because of this, that, and the third. But as a player, you're not better than me. I played against you. I outplayed you a couple times. I was the reason why you didn't make it past certain rounds of certain years. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm Paul Pierce, yeah, I'm speaking with the same energy. Yeah, I am better than D-Wade all the time. And the only reason y'all put D-Wade above me is because he had more help than me. Imagine if I had KG and Ray 3-4 years earlier. And imagine if Wade did. Imagine if Wade was the one with 1 ring and 1 Finals MVP, and I was the dude with 4 to 5 rings. Who'll be talking now? Again, from an objective standpoint. And Chad already saying Celtics bias. I swear to God it's not, because I literally just brought up Cat as another example. I just feel like it's reasonable for these players to think the way that they do. That's it, bro. That's it. Because I feel like if they didn't, then something would be wrong. I feel like if they didn't, something would be wrong. I feel like if they didn't, they would not be a star. I feel like if they didn't, they wouldn't even make it to the NBA with that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how competitive you need to be on a night in, night out basis to make it to the NBA? You gotta play with an edge. You gotta play with some ferocity. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go into a game thinking you're just a role player. Most NBA players don't really see themselves as a role player until they get into the NBA. The NBA is the league of all the stars in the world coming together, and we get to see who's the best of the best. And once we do, we gonna find out who are the role players within this field. You see what I'm saying? So again, listen. This is my ultimate point with this. I understand both sides. I understand why he's getting a lot of shit for it, because from an objective lens, yeah, D-Wade isn't better than Paul Pierce all the time. But I just understand Paul Pierce's perspective. And that's why the title of the stream is Not Too Much on Paul Pierce. Not too much on Paul Pierce, because if you put too much on Paul Pierce, now I'm looking at you. Are you a loser? What's up with your mentality? You know? So you just go into everything thinking you a loser, huh? So you never went into anything thinking you're the best. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. You can have a great mentality without being delusional as fuck. Hey, man. I'll just say this. I think I'll talk about my field, content creation. I do feel like there's a level of self-delusion that you are going to make it to a certain point that you need to make it to certain heights within my field. You know what I'm saying? if I just sat around here and said, yeah, I'm gonna peak at 300K, I'm never getting to 500K subs or 1 million subs. That's not the mentality of the motherfuckers who have 1 million subscribers. You think Kai, Phantom, and Agent of them are sitting in their bedroom thinking, man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I can push 1 million. This is my peak. This is my peak. You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, I feel like I actually am suffering through that same thing. I feel like I'm a little bit too objective with how I view my career. I feel like I'm a little bit like too conservative and cautious with how good I am as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my peers, they're not even looking at backup plans. They're not even looking at, you know, getting a degree as a backup plan. What I'm gonna do when I retire. You know, the intricacies of longevity and content creation and how do I prepare for that. Motherfuckers are just looking at the next day. Motherfuckers are just looking at how to maximize the next video. Motherfuckers are just looking at, okay, what do I need to do to get to 1 million subs? And they get there. And I feel like it's a reason as to why I personally haven't. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just a theory though. A game theory. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 326 in the building. Shout out to the big 326 in the building. Let me see what chat talking about, man. Let's talk to chat real quick. What a reference. You know me. You know me, man. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. Shout out to Matt Pat. You know, let me move my chat. Real quick. My first time joining your stream, kid. Damn. How old are you, my man? Call me kid is crazy. You about to say, yeah, I'm 44. Okay, pops. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Now that's what I'm saying though. Like, hey man, hey, if he's 44 or some shit, he can call me kid. 25? 20? Nah, not too much on me now. Call nah, Chat. Chat. Calling me kid at 25 is crazy. Nah, that's nuts right there, bro. Chill out, guy.